Good morning. Happy December 11th, 2021. I'm excited to start Hebrews and jump right into this next Woe is She reading. But while I am excited to start this new book, I am well aware that there are people that are absolutely living what must feel like a nightmare right now. We got hit hard with tornadoes last night here in Kentucky, and just 90 miles west of us. Just devastation. Little bits here and there. I don't know. I don't know many of the details. I do know that a factory got hit and there were 115 people there, and I think 50 were killed, and they're still searching for people. I was telling Greg and the kids this morning, I want us to be painfully aware. I think it's appropriate to be painfully aware of the amount of pain so many people are in, and be grateful for all that we have and all that we're able to give. So I'm asking God to order my steps this morning. I am so fortunate to be able to start this day with water and water like I do every day. While I said, like I said, there are people that I cannot imagine the shock that they're in this morning of not only not having their homes or their workplace, but they cannot find their loved ones. It's horrific. So I want us to be aware of what we have and what we're able to give. And I want us to give Spirit-led, because each of us have very unique, we each have a unique reach. We each have a very unique and specific sphere of influence around us. And we absolutely have gifts to give. We've all been gifted. If not with money or material things, we have been gifted with if you've accepted Christ, you have love inside of you, and you have love to give. So we can give what we have. We can give time, we can give thoughts, we can give prayers. We can let people know as the Spirit leads us. We can let people know that we're praying for them and thinking about them, and wondering what can we do to help. We could reach out just to check on people. I literally have fruit to give, and I have canned goods to give. I will attach a couple pictures of these at the tail end of my Woe is She video for today. God is ordering my steps. I'm asking him to, so that I don't just, with good intentions, take off saying, this is what I'm going to do today. This is how I can help. I don't have his perspective, so I want to be obedient to him. And I know for sure a lot of times the very best thing we can do for other people is strengthen ourselves and strengthen our home and get our home in order, so that we can go from here positioned and energized and strengthened in order to help. I've thought many times before, if we gave to the point of, if we gave and gave and gave and we're not Spirit-led, we could render ourselves needy. So I'm going to make up fruit baskets, and I'm going to deliver some canned goods that Charlie meant to take to school the other day. It's a lovely little box of 30 canned goods that I told Charlie last night I'm going to prayerfully find a home for, because I don't believe they're ours. I ordered a gift for Mary, and instead of getting one little, I don't even want to say it. Not that she's going to hear this, but it's a Santa Claus present. I got two in the mail. So I took the one and I sincerely felt like I was on a mission to find the right home for it. So I'm going to find the right home I'll be Spirit-led and find the right home for these canned goods today. But may we all give the gifts that we've been given, the spiritual gifts, the material gifts. Let's give what we've been given. And let's make sure we're doing it Spirit-led, so that he will lead us to just the right person and will give in just the right way. And it is profoundly powerful to pray for one another. So if that's on your heart, by all means, pray and pray and pray and pray and pray and pray and pray. 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. Rejoice always, pray continuously, pray without ceasing. This is the will of God. Giving thanks in all circumstances. Hebrews. The original audience is the Hebrew Christians. So this might be like the second generation of Christians. And they may have been considering, I'm just reading this right out of my study Bible. They may have been considering a return to Judaism, perhaps because of immaturity stemming from a lack of understanding of biblical truths. So this was written about 37 years after Christ died in AD 70. The setting is the Jewish Christians. They were probably undergoing fierce persecution socially and physically from both Jews and Romans. Christ had not returned to establish his kingdom, and the people needed to be reassured that Christianity was true and that Jesus was indeed the Messiah. The author is unknown. Paul, Luke, Barnabas, Apollos, Silas, Philip, Priscilla, and others have been suggested because the name of the author is not given in the biblical text itself. But whoever it was speaks of Timothy as a brother. The purpose is to present the sufficiency and the superiority of Christ. So again, the audience are the Hebrew Christians. This is really right there in the beginning when people were Christians, but certainly needing to be reassured that what they're believing is true, because it was certainly requiring, and still does, faith. It was requiring faith, to have faith that Jesus was who he said he was, and he will return. That's it. I'm going to hop on into Woe Is She reading number 11.